Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ofacez. We're your hosts, Mr.
and Mrs. Mocha.
And on today's episode, I can't even speak right now.
Today's episode,
I'm blaming it on
That's
Corey,
all, folks.
because Corey stopped us last time, so everything's Corey's fault. So we have Corey and Brenda from Mixed Nuts.
That's right, baby.
Hello.
Thank you for having us,
Woohoo.
Mr. and Mrs. Mocha.
It took us a long time to get you on here. We know you're avoiding it.
You know,
Whatever, I've been stalking you guys.
it's hard to get the important people from other states to come visit us.
Whatever.
Shoot, we just met you guys a month ago.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
Yeah, we got to start a little.
That's a long time for Mr. Mocha.
Clearly, you've never seen Brenda's ass, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I told her she's in my phone, Brenda, with the big booty.
Oh, that's the sweetest thing.
She always says LL was talking about her.
He was.
Brenda got a big old butt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about doing it and doing it and doing it.
Listen, anything he could talk to me about, I'd be good.
Okay, all right. So we're excited because Brenda and Corey are actually at the house in the studio, coming to visit us from Florida to party with us this weekend. So
Night one down.
Definitely.
Night one.
yeah, we started out last night.
A little pre-party.
Yeah.
Brenda was really shy last night.
I was. I didn't.
We in a new environment, so we got to take it all in. See how it's gonna
I
go.
hope that was sarcasm.
That was sarcasm. She warmed up. That was good.
Yeah, I don't even know how that started, but
You took a shower.
No, I can
I
tell you.
did.
That's how that started. And I said, you should go get some dicks.
and
And you were
I
like,
did.
oh, yeah, we're going to do that.
So she was upstairs, and I went up, and I saw what was going on. And I came and got Q, and I said, hey, we're going to go upstairs.
What was going on? A showering?
No.
She was in the room.
Brenda was having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, she was already in it. Oh, okay.
Well, I had started sucking dick on the stairs.
The stairs, yeah.
Yeah, which if you
At the
sit
top
on
of the stairs, blocking everything. And I walked up, and
Zero
I'm like,
fucks.
okay, how are we doing this? I was like, just don't nobody fall down this flight of stairs, okay?
The guys, we don't care if you fall, but the ladies don't fall.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone
pretty much it.
agreed. I was just kidding. God. Everyone's like, yeah, fuck the guys.
So she was upstairs. So they moved their party from the top of the stairs to the bedroom. And I came down and I found Q and said, listen, we're going to go up there and we're going to join in. Just read the vibe. So he's like, okay. So
Read the vibe.
we go up there. We're looking in the room. And then like he steps in and she kind of looks over. And she doesn't really say anything. So he takes a step closer. The next thing you know, he went over there, pulled it out, and she just grabbed it. I was like, okay. All right, that's the right
Grabbed
attitude.
it several times before the event then.
Yeah.
There was a lot of work up because I kept telling her, I'm like, grab it, girl.
Yeah,
We're
I
outside,
wanted to
and
make
it was
sure
like-
he knew I was
Ready.
interested. Yeah, so there wasn't any questions.
So the way he was staring at those
Your
pink
wife.
pants, I'm pretty sure that you didn't have any questions. When you guys walked in the house and she bent over and he looked at me like, oh my God. I was like, I tried to tell you. Man.
It's not that big.
It's well proportioned.
Yes, but it's not the bigness; it's the way that it
It's the
looks.
shape.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Oh,
She's
thank
a
you.
really nice booty. And then when she was naked, it was even better. Remember when you were looking at that item in my room?
Yeah,
Item.
Yeah.
that's right.
We can't talk about the
Can't talk about the
firearms on the podcast.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know if we can.
I forgot to put away my...
I forgot to put away my firearm on my nightstand, so she was looking
Marveling
at
at
it.
Yeah, she bent over. She was like bending over to look at it. And they're like, hey, did you see her ass? I'm like, yeah, of course I saw that ass. Keep bending over and looking for it. So it was awesome because at one point, I went over, so she's getting fucked from behind, and she's got Q's dick in one hand and mine in one hand. I was like, this needs to be videotaped, and she was like, "Well, go get your phone." I was like, Don't threaten me with a good
Super
time.
logical, man. Just look at your phone.
I mean, by the way, Mrs. Mocha might have shoved a few shots down my throat to where I was a little loose.
I heard she's known for that.
Yeah.
That's it.
She will
That's
get you
like
fucked
the
up.
point of the party. We want everybody as loose as possible.
Oh, I was loose last night.
Yeah. You just like leave feeling loose, but that's fine. It'll tighten back up.
Yeah.
It goes right back to where it's supposed to, right?
Supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, did you not feel it later?
I did.
Oh, okay. Everything felt good?
Everything felt good.
Same?
Same.
Yeah, we had morning sex this morning, so that was
Ew.
good.
Mr. Mocha and I went until like 3. I don't know what time it was. It was late. We ended up making like 2 or 3 more videos after I did the video with the 3 guys.
This morning?
Well, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Technically,
He
this
said it,
morning,
like,
was
really
2
judgy.
a.m. Yeah. We don't care about your judgment, Corey.
No, I'm not judging. Not at all. Not at all.
Well, I did videos after you guys left with 2 of the other guys and Mr. Mocha, and then I did 2 more videos with Mr. Mocha
Yeah.
when we got to the room.
Okay.
Yeah, we like to take
Get that content.
opportunity.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Get that content.
Yeah, we got to.
I think I like to sleep too much. Cause
No, I do
we
too,
went to
but
bed.
somebody gave me a lot of shots, and I was drinking Red Bull along with it. So,
No, she tried to go to bed. She went in, she pulled the cover back, and I had just come out of a room with her and 2 other guys, and she was in there fucking like an animal. And I'm like, oh, you think you're done? She's like, bend over. And that's when it began. And then I came, and I was getting ready to go to bed, but then she goes in there, she wipes, she cleans up, she cleans me up. And then she crawled on the bed, and like I'm staring at her ass, and I'm like,
no, I started sucking your dick again.
No. You're trying to go back to bed. That was your goal, and I decided I wanted more.
No sleep.
Because usually she does that to me. Like, usually it's me who, like, we fuck, and then I'm like, I want to go sleep. She's like, I want more dick.
And he goes to fucking bed.
Yes.
So that's fine. Listen, you act like that was such a terrible thing for me.
It is.
I'm okay with more dick. Like, oh, we're going again?
So,
I'm back awake.
like when me and Brenda have sex, and we have sex in the evenings, and I come, it puts me to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have sex in the morning, and I come,
You're feeling like a manager.
wakes me right up, and she go to sleep.
Yeah, but at night, like he'll come and he'll go to sleep, and I'm like, well, now what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm wide awake now. Like, let me get my vibrator out. We just had sex, Brenda, and
Yeah, that's pretty. Usually
What
I
happened
go to
last
sleep.
night, Mr. Mocha?
Yeah, like she's like, can I use my toy? And I'm like, go ahead. So I'm like laying on my side fucking her, and she puts the her Hitachi or her super wand vibrator on there,
oh my god, you sound just like it.
she put that thing on there.
But it was a little sloshy, so it was like, had some juices on it.
Oh,
I came, and now she's like, just keep it in there. I'm like, no, I want to take it out. She's like, no, keep it in there. So I'm like, it's gonna eventually shrink out of there. You know that. She's like, I don't care. So she just kept like wanding herself. I'm like, okay, that works.
And then he's just eventually just laying there
Yeah.
while I'm getting off.
I just laid back and just let her rest her legs on my body while I just start falling asleep. I'll wake up when the hot towel hits my dick.
Yeah.
Okay, like I know when the service is done when the hot towel hits my balls. Okay, I'm like,
And again, you act like it was such a bad thing that you kept me up. You keep me up every night. I'll take a motherfucking nap. You don't know about my life.
I'm a night owl, so a lot of times I want to have sex like
At 1 a.m.
like 1 o'clock.
I'm trying to go to bed at 10,
yeah.
11.
One is a little late unless we.
But I'll take it anytime.
I know, right?
Nah, like that. But I'll take it anytime.
I will too. Like if he just
I won't say anytime, Brenda, because sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and try and get me some. And
Oh, okay. Well, if I hit REM sleep, then we're done. No.
Oh yeah. Well, if I hit like super drunk sleep, then we're not on a good level.
Oh yeah, if
You could probably do it, but I wouldn't know.
no, it's not fun. Like if I stick it in there, okay, all right, never mind.
she really just turned it down.
I'll do this tomorrow.
Yeah, Corey has said that before. He's been like, damn, I can't believe you said no. Like the next day, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I can't believe it either. Can we ever redo?
I've done that before, for sure.
She's like, I don't remember saying no.
He'll be
Ooh,
like,
that's a good
yeah,
one. I'm going
you
to start
said
using
no.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. I
I'm
don't
like, you
remember.
definitely said no. I'm like, shit.
Now we're gonna have to record you on the side. Be like,
Yeah, exactly.
one more time. Got it.
So I have to say we're excited to have you guys on because I think we've all kind of established that we have different similarities and we've had such good conversation, especially these two maniacs, just them texting back and forth. And, you know, Corey and I have
her before in my life.
Yeah, right.
In fact, she said, please stop texting me, bitch.
Yeah, I was like, I sent her like a whole meme and a whole bunch of gifts. Like, no means no.
Yeah, right.
I did not give
I
consent
don't
for
want to
this
have to
text.
block you, man.
Insanity.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. That look, you know, we just have fun. So I think that what were we talking about in the kitchen, Corey? When you was like, hey, wait for the podcast because you know when you podcast you talk about all this shit.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about taking one for the team.
All right, so early in our, I mean, some people heard this before, but early in our relationship, me and Mrs. Mocha would kind of take one for the team, like, and it was her turn.
It was always my turn.
Y'all had turns, huh?
Oh, hey, hold on! Don't you eat? Don't.
That was a joke.
Okay, because I definitely had jumped on some. And, you know, when you're early in the lifestyle, you kind of do these things because you think you're supposed to.
Yeah.
So this is one of those nights to trap as usual where, you know, everybody's trying to fuck her and there's nothing there that I want to fuck. And we see this lady, she was probably close to 60 years old, but she was fucking gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Like,
and she was with SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
Shut up.
The
And
guy
Mr.
had his
Mocha-
pants up over his belly button. He shirt tucked in, pants up over his belly button.
And he had a very like square body.
Oh no, he wasn't in a costume. It was just what his body looked like. He was a little short, blocky guy.
Yep.
And you're looking at her and looking at them, and it's like, wow. But she spotted them.
I saw the lady and I said, "You need to do that," because I saw how he was looking at her, and he was like, "No, I don't want you to have to do that." I said, "I'll be fucking fine. I'm good," because I don't see him with that look very often. So when I saw his face, I was like, fuck it. Why not?
So we get into it.
I was giving to charity that day.
So, and I'm going to tell you why she owed me this one, because I'll finish this story, but I'll tell you the reason she owed me this one. I remember now. So we get into the room, and it's like a group room, and I am all in, and it was very rare that I just kind of lose focus and forget that she's there. I was in. I completely, because usually if you're jumping on a grenade, you have a little bit of fun. You look over, see if she's at her wits end, and then you just say, okay, you come and you stop.
You
Not this day.
Skipped over the best parts.
Oh, I didn't get to that part yet. No, I didn't get to that part yet.
Okay.
So I'm over there having sex, and I forgot she was over there.
Oh my God.
That's okay. It happens sometimes. I do that often.
So we're going to go vantage point. From my vantage point, it felt like we were just fucking for like 5 minutes. What snapped me out of it is at one point, like I finally got her legs up and I went in deep and she went, oh no, I can't take that. I can't take that much. Yeah. And I heard everybody start laughing. I guess it's because of the way she said it. And I looked over at her. And when I looked at her face, I was like, ah, shit. Because I see this guy, the guy like doing this little.
We were married.
Yeah.
I can't even explain what it looked like seeing them fuck. It was comical.
We didn't fuck.
Were you sucking his dick at that point?
I never fucked him.
Were you sucking his dick? No, excuse me.
I was sucking his dick.
You were sucking his dick and he was like,
oh God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Wow.
My goodness. I was like, what the fuck? Daddy, please look at me. Please look at me. Please. Desperate for you to fucking look at me.
I didn't even know she was there.
I'm ready to slap his ass just so he'll turn around.
Didn't know what was going on.
Card.
You remember what you saying? How the whole staring straight ahead, even though she's looking at you.
Yep.
She's staring at me. I don't see her.
You can feel it, but you ain't trying to make no eye contact.
I was tapped out. But the reason I didn't feel guilty for this one is the time before that when we went to trap. We see this couple, attractive guy, and he's like looking at her all night. So I know she wants to do him, and his wife is very attractive. So I go. I think he came and asked me, "Did we play?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she got all excited. So he tells me, he's like, "Listen, my wife, she likes a guy that's a little aggressive. All right." Sometimes she pretends, she'll pretend like she don't like it, but you gotta grab her, choke her with the dick a little bit, you gotta be rough with her. And I'm like, okay, cool. He was like, you gotta be assertive. This is his wife, so I assume that you're giving me a little tip.
Just the tip.
So we're in the playroom and trap, so they're in the corner kind of against the wall, but it's the long bed and we're next to him. So he is over there going ham on her. Like,
I did forget.
And she's over there. Fuck my dirty word pussy. Like, she's just talking shit. She's just
ass, like, choke me.
Like, riding me. Like, they're doing all kinds, because they got started and like they just boom.
And I didn't
right at it.
2 fucks about what was happening next door to us. That was literally 4 inches. 4 inches from us. I was like, it's fine. He's fine.
I'm good.
He looks fine. I didn't even see.
So I try to take the husband's advice. And so she started sucking my dick. So I grabbed her head and I'm like pushing it down on there. And like she pulls off and she was like, looked at me.
Just say exactly what she said. I'll allow it on this episode.
Okay. So I said, oh, you don't like that? She was like, I think I said, oh, your husband said you like to be gagged on the dick. I said something like that because I didn't want to offend her.
Yeah.
And she was like, her exact words, well, damn, nigga, I didn't know you had a foot long.
Oh, shit.
She's like, you want me to throw up on your dick? I was like, yeah, no. And then I was like, all right, look, clearly I was giving bad information. And I look over there and like I said, hey, we can just watch. Like I just said, because I didn't want to fuck up their mood. I'm like, look, we can just watch.
But really been giving bad information? Or she just didn't expect you to have what you had?
Or she was upset because of the way we were fucking.
That's probably what it was.
Because, I mean, this guy's he was packing some beef too. So it wasn't like she went from getting a small dick to a big dick.
Yeah.
But the way she was fucking over there, she could have been on the fucking rodeo bull the way she was riding. So I don't think she was expecting to see him so into it.
Yeah.
And so, because she kept like looking over there.
Like steak the whole goddamn night. Like he's like,
I got some A1 for you.
I'm like, okay.
Aged beef.
Yeah. So
when he asked Mr. Mocha if he could play with me, I'm like, oh, if he says no, we're breaking up tomorrow.
So that was one of those really hot chicks with a really lame fuck situation. Mm-hmm. And so that's why, the next time we went to trap and, she had to take SpongeBob over there. I was like, I'm all in.
You were. Until she couldn't take it all.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever run. We've never done the. I mean, we've done the take one for a team. But
I was going to say, please say we haven't taken one for the team.
It hasn't been like,
please let me correct me.
Brenda's about to fight.
It hasn't been like, we gotta, take turns in doing it. Although there is one couple that we haven't gotten with yet, but I already told her that, if we see him again, I'll take one for the team. Yeah,
because like if we were keeping score, like right now.
Oh yeah,
like
you're winning by a long.
And by winning, he means losing.
She jumped on more grenades.
Jumped on way more grenades.
Yeah,
those early growing pains when you're in the lifestyle.
Yeah, because you think you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely we don't do that anymore. But in the beginning, we did a lot of like going through it, like trying to find your way.
Some stuff we did for pure entertainment.
Oh yeah, we've definitely.
There are quite a few times that we were just like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Both of us. It wasn't like a take one for the team. We were both taking one for the team.
Yeah. Like we met a couple that was like super cool, but not really attractive, but they were really cool. And we were like,
fuck it.
You want to do it?
Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
She's like, you think you get your dick hard? I was like,
situation right now. I think we have a potential situation like that.
Oh, when you said right now, I was like, God, Corey, that's kind of rude to say it right in front of him. Shit.
It's okay. I can take it.
That's fine. Listen.
Well, I can't take it, but I can take what you said.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah. No, absolutely not. I know what you're talking about. Nope.
Are you saying no, you're not going to do it?
Yeah, I'm saying, fuck.
It sounds like you're going to do it. It sounds like she's going to do it.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those pure entertainment ones.
The good news is that all you have to do is spit on your pussy or use some lube. Dudes have to actually get their dicks hard. But
you know what I found is when I say, okay, so first of all, I like it doggy style, but then also if I do it doggy style, it makes it faster. So sometimes...
What do you mean it makes it faster?
Makes what faster?
It makes it like go by faster.
Yeah, because the guy will come faster.
I'm on the same page.
And then I'm done.
But what happens when he's like, I'm not coming tonight?
Mm-hmm.
No. You know what I do? I don't care if anyone knows my secret now, but I think about really like twisted like sexual things in my head that kind of turn me on and entertain me so that it makes it that much better. And like... This sounds kind of terrible, but like for the super take one for the team, I bet I'm rocking this motherfucker's world. I got some good pussy. This is me in my head. He's taking this pussy. Look, I'm about to kill this dick right now. Like you gotta just hype yourself up.
Like it's like
it makes me fuck so much better.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
I just have to get my hype game up, and I have like a whole playlist of like sexual songs. So like,
play. Oh my god,
it gets me going too. Ask Mr. Mocha. It took me 2 hours to get ready those days, and we're good to go.
She'll get in her own head, and then she'll work herself up. But
she's in the mirror hyping herself.
Yeah, we've definitely after playing with like a couple who got like the great personality, but we're not attracted to, and we wind up having a good time. Then we can go home and be like, man, that was like we had a good time doing it because I guess because it was an even situation where it wasn't one of those things where like she's looking over at me with this super hot chick and she's fucking.
She got that spam.
Yeah.
You got the filet mignon. She got the spam.
Yeah. She over there with the pork and beans while I'm eating steak. It wasn't one of those situations. Or
that's happened a few thousand times.
But something like for me, so I don't know if it's just a me thing. Like if I've got to take one for the team, the dude she's fucking had better be fucking her well because at least I can look over there and use her in entertainment to turn me on because in my head I'm like, oh he really enjoying the pussy that belongs to me. So like that will turn me on when I know that he's like really into her.
I never really thought about it that way. That's an interesting take. Because I know me and Brenda had this conversation all the time. I mean, she doesn't think I enjoy watching her.
Because you said it.
No, I enjoy you. I enjoy watching you. It's just that
you said.
I don't get the same feeling out of it that you get at times.
Yeah, I get that because you're getting good pussy.
Yeah, that's true. But the way Mr. Mocha just explained how he's how he gets turned on because he understands and realizes that guy is having a good time with his pussy.
Yeah.
So
I have a tattoo on my side that says mine.
Yeah.
For him.
We have this thing like where when she like really gets into her zone, she'll say, "Daddy, did I do good?" Because
hey, don't be saying shit like that right now.
Look, she about to start. Calm down. About to get wet. I have this thing where it's like every guy who you fuck, I don't want him to ever look at me and go, "Damn, that's what you fucking?" Like that's all she can do. Like no, you go out there and you're fucking to represent me. And in my own personal arrogance, I'm saying I feel like the pussy that I have at home is the best one.
Yeah.
Like the way she rides, the way she takes it, the way she challenges herself, when she's sucking, everything she does, like, I don't want you to be like, that wasn't anything spectacular. Even down to her come to me after she played with you and, you know, you tortured her with your large penis. She was like...
His large curved penis.
She's like, Daddy, I don't think I did a good job.
It's just an average black cock.
It's definitely not.
It's an ABC.
So she
A
came
through
to me.
Z. There's no A,
through
B, C. Let's measure the alphabet, guys, together.
But so she came to me and she was like, she felt bad, like, oh, Daddy, I don't think I did a good job. And she had this complex in her head. But for me, that's a turn on, because it's kind of like if you have, like, I always used to compare it to my motorcycle. I loved my bike. It was a beautiful bike, and I wanted everybody to want my bike. Mm-hmm. Like, I put all this time and money into this fucking bike. When people see it, I want them to be like, fuck. So for me, it's the same thing. When dudes fuck her, I like when they come out of the basement and they're looking at me like, holy shit. And that turns me on.
Yeah.
That shit gets me off all day. Like, that's why I'm usually good when she has her, you know, her streaks where she's fucking like, you know, 3 dicks a week, and I'm only fucking like one chick a week, one chick every other week. You know, that can sustain me until I get to my little spurt where I can
have some fun,
get a little extra.
Yeah.
So that I can be jealous.
Oh yeah. You should be jealous of this right here. Okay.
I like that take on it. I'm gonna have to incorporate that and see if we can make that work for us.
Things like easier versus like you having to sit there and like overthink, like, damn, what am I gonna do? I don't want to sit here and cuddle. I don't want to sit here and like just watch. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to, like, even this morning, Mr. Mocha was getting his dick sucked at the dining room table by someone.
That was nice.
She asked for a kiss, and I guess she meant a whole suck and fuck. She was just kidding about the kiss.
Kiss the dick.
But it was
That's
hot
what she
as
said.
fuck.
The kiss turned into a fuck.
Yeah.
I started rubbing my dick on her shoulder at the dining room table.
She was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
She was like, can I just give it a kiss? Oh, Mr. Mocha's never going to say no to that.
Oh, don't mind if you do.
No, but it is it's much better when you think of it that way. Because I mean, I like that so many people want him.
So listen, like when we played at
I
Mocha.
didn't play with you. Someone else, Corey.
That was Saturday night.
Probably.
I was on the cheat code at that point.
What's cheat code?
The dick shot.
Nice.
Robo dick. That's probably why it hurt, because it was like a fucking tree trunk.
That motherfucker
We call that the missile.
That motherfucker was so hard, it was ridiculous.
It didn't even look right.
We call it the missile. Listen.
It looked like
felt crazy.
So when he came into the room, I'm sorry. When he came into the room, like, he looked like he was in pain, but I was like, he's like, let's fuck, because I can't go down. And like, my first instinct was I was concerned, and then my second...
Should we get the shot out? Should we start draining the blood from your penis?
No, I wasn't that.
I'm just kidding.
Because at that point I was like, 3 hours. Like,
3 hours.
What could we do?
Should we get on Google?
She said, what can we do? She was going to use that. She's like, you can go to the hospital when I'm finished.
I was like, so like after we were done,
It's a good tactic, man.
he looked really, really like in pain, and he was like, we need to go find the antidote. And in my and what was coming out of my mouth was, yeah, babe, we need to. But what was in my head was like, fuck, not yet.
Nice.
Just give me like another 4 hours. No big deal.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at her face because, you know, she's always complaining like, you know, I want the hot guy, and oh, he looks good, so he's gonna have a small dick. So when I'm standing there, you got up there, and she's like, when I saw you start getting that dress, I'm like, please don't have a small dick. And she's like, somehow it's always my fault. Like, if you had a small dick, it would have been my fault. And then you started fucking her, and I started looking at her face. I'm like, that's what you get. You get what you asking. There you go. There you go.
I mean, it was fine. Like I said, I just felt like I hate when like I don't finish or I don't feel like I finished. And literally, it was like we're fucking, and I was like, oh, okay, that was great. And he's like, oh, you're tapping out. I was like, yeah, that chick next to us wants some. My ovaries are hurting.
Yeah, because you said something about his curve, and when he got back up to the room, I was like, I don't want to hear it. Mrs. Mocha said your curve hurt her too, because I always complain about it.
It was a good pain though. You can't. Well, I'm not gonna say that. You need to fuck him. Put it out there. Mixed Nuts. Corey from Mixed Nuts has a great penis.
Next event we go to, there's going to be a little trail of.
Yeah, that's the point.
I told him I was
sad about that.
I told him I was going to start like selling tickets or something like that. Like
we should put like podcast things on our door next time.
We should.
Like of who we should do like a real thing.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys work that out.
Okay, we will.
And we're going to get you guys some shirts.
So I don't think we didn't ask, something, we totally fucked this up. We didn't even ask you guys how you got into the lifestyle.
I'm dead.
Oh.
We didn't. We
That's
skipped
all right.
the whole episode.
We were having a great conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit, actually, we used to live in Kansas City. And I want to say probably like 08.
Yeah.
I had saw an advertisement for Swing Fest in Florida. So I started looking into it, and I was like, "Damn, okay. I wonder if they got any clubs here in Kansas City." So convinced the wife, about something that I wanted to endeavor or get into or try, attempt.
I'm holding up quotation fingers. Since some people don't watch the video, I got my quotation fingers up for Corey. I'm translating.
So we went to this club, and what is it called? It's called The Spot, right? In Kansas City, right, babe?
No, it's not there anymore. That's the new one.
Okay, what was the one we went to?
I don't know. It was how many years ago?
All I know, it was a long time ago. All I know is that we walked in, we got something to drink from the soda machine, right?
And the soda machine tasted like dirty dishwater.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wait, was it like a fountain?
It was like
fountain?
Yeah, it was like fountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went on a Saturday night, so it wasn't. You would think it would have been packed, but it wasn't packed. Everybody was standing on the wall. It was kind of like I was the only black guy up there.
Right, and you had like slacks and a button-down shirt,
and
I had a dress on, and everybody else looked like they had just got done gardening.
I'm dead.
Nice. So needless to say, we went home.
Yeah, we were there for probably like 30 minutes,
and then we never like really ventured into it.
We never talked about it. We never nope, we're good.
Like it didn't happen.
Yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting from what I had saw about Swing Fest. But then I grew up in Florida, so my job was they had a posting in Orlando, and I was like, you know what, I'll take it. And so I told the wife, hey, we moving to Orlando. Moved to Orlando, maybe what was it? 2010. 2017. I'm out riding with some friends. I used to have a bike, and one of the ladies in the group kept talking about this club called Secrets. So I looked it up, and I was like, huh, okay. So I brought it up to the wife, and we decided to give it another go, and we went to Secrets on a very good night. Yeah. Very good night.
Well, so you got to say, like it was our 10-year anniversary, and we were like talking about, what?
Let's go fuck other people.
I know, right? I always feel bad when I say that, but
it is.
We were like, what can we do different? What do you want more of? And so he had brought up Secrets, and at first I really wasn't into it, but I Googled it, and I did a bunch of research and looked at all kinds of pictures, and then I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's go. Yeah.
Did you have the plan of going in and full swapping, or just kind of seeing where it would go?
So we didn't even know soft swap was a thing.
Yeah, we didn't know.
We just.
I mean,
but
jumped in.
We didn't play the first night. Yeah, we didn't play the first night that we went.
Yeah,
you just went and
we just went to kind of find out what it was about, and it was back to school night. The line was out the door. Women were walking around topless. We was like, oh shit, what the?
We were.
Why are these people nude?
I wore some tight jeans and like a vanilla club shirt with, and I was going to be really risque and not wear a bra that night, you know.
Oh wow! Oh, you were a bad girl.
I was, right? And when they're coming down the line to have us sign the consent form, like the chick's got her tits hanging out, and I was like, "Do I look at them? Like what the hell is going on?" And like,
do we make eye contact on it? Right. What should we do?
Can I look at the titties?
It was I think we lucked out because we went on a night that was completely opposite of what our first experience was, and walking up to the line, I was like, "Listen, if this is not good, don't ask me to do this shit again." And then when we were leaving, I was like, "So are we coming back next weekend?"
Yeah,
just asking.
We had a great time. We didn't really talk to anybody, but we just observed and took it all in.
But the vibe was so great that like we just really like enjoyed each other. Like it wasn't like nobody talked to us and we didn't talk to anybody, but it wasn't because of like cliquish or standoffish or anything like that. It was just we were like deers in the headlights.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you do? What do you say? How do you talk to people?
To the point that now, whenever we see somebody like that, you know, my social butterfly over that. No, we don't. You do. My social butterfly, the PR rep of Mixed Nuts over there goes and introduces himself to everybody.
That used to be me, but now it's Mr. Mocha. We kind of flip flopped on that one.
The first. That was her forever. Like,
but mine was more like I would just walk up to people, and I've said this several times before, and be like, "Hey, do you guys want to fuck?" Because someone never told me like the etiquette on that. But I wasn't supposed
no one ever told us the etiquette on that either. We still kind of struggle with that at times when we're like in if we go hang out with another couple or something like.
When do you say, "Are we gonna fuck?"
Or does it need to happen organically? You know, it's like
let Brenda get enough shots in her, and then she can say it, because then even if they're offended, then it won't matter because she's had enough drinks, and you can say,
and it came from a woman.
"I'm so sorry."
It came from a woman.
I'm so sorry. She's had some drinks. She's just really into you guys. You know what I mean? Like she really likes to fuck a lot. You know, I don't know what to do with her when we're at home.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mocha was definitely
the queen of. You want to fuck?
Yeah, but she's also very social. That's why she's like party ADD. It's hard for her to focus at a party. Especially like when even we did splash takeovers. Like she's saying hi to every person that breathes. She will talk to anyone at any time. Like she's just super social. So it kind of, it's a blessing and a curse to where she'll talk to people, she'll meet people, they'll like us, they'll want to play, but she'll be talking to somebody and then another person will walk by and be like, "Mrs. Mocha," and she's like, "Hey," and then she like leaves and it's just me and the couple standing there kind of staring at each other like, "Well, I guess we're not gonna do this."
Or it's the typical, "What the fuck? What was that?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that we're talking to people."
Like, these people were ready to have sex. What happened here?
She got distracted.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Very easily.
All the time. All the time.
But the thing is, I'm the one that gets distracted in, like, lifestyle world. Mr. Mocha's the one that gets distracted in vanilla world.
Yeah.
Where's my wallet? Where's my hat? I can't find my keys that I just laid down 2 seconds ago. So we're just opposite.
No, I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not distracted. You organize my life, so you know.
So that you don't have chance of being distracted.
Listen,
you organize my sex life. So there we are.
Is that what you call it, Brenda? You organize my life?
Exactly. I organize,
knowing that I put it there on purpose.
Because he's always like, "I can't find this," and I'm like, "I swear, if I go in there and I find it," and sure enough, I find it, and I'm like, "It was right there," and he was like, "Because you moved it there." I did not move it there.
I just said thanks.
I tell him I just like it to where you need me, so I'm
glad you found to give it here. Like I don't even if I were to go to the bank and sign my own signature on something, they would probably call the cops on me.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
If this is a fraudulent signature.
I probably use my.
Because he's never signed his own shit.
I use my card to get gas. Like I don't really spend money. Like I don't buy shit. She buys everything. Like I don't even. Yeah, I mean my keys when I come in the house, I sit them right on the table where they're not supposed to be. She moves them to the proper spot, and then I'm like, I don't know where it's at. My wallet, same thing.
Story time. So one time he lost his wallet for 3 fucking days, and I'm saying it like this, okay? Because let me take the aggression out of my voice a little bit.
No, keep your attitude. Keep it.
3 fucking days. Okay. His seats in his car are black. And I said to him like 4 or 5 times, Daddy, you looked everywhere in your car. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I looked in my car. I looked in my car. I know. I looked everywhere. I walk outside in the dark and turn my flashlight on his passenger seat. And what do I see in the fucking passenger seat? His fucking wallet. And I walk inside and I was like, Daddy, what the heck? It was in your seat.
I thought it was under the seat.
The same thing that happened with your work hat.
Yeah.
We've had several incidents. So he can't really be mad at me for being like party ADD in lifestyle stuff because in like regular life, I can't
I'm
always finding shit.
Because in lifestyle, there's 3 people we're concerned with: you, me, and my penis.
Your penis is always taken care of. So you're
in
good.
vanilla world, it's just me and you. In lifestyle world, it's the dick.
I know that's why I'm joking. That's why you get mad.
No, you're not. You're not.
No, because your dick talks for you. Because like when you get like the irritated look on your face, the first thing I think is, "Fuck, what did I do?" Because I never really. And he's not mean to me. Let me explain that. He's absolutely not mean because he can tell when I have an irritated face. I can tell if he has an irritated face. That doesn't mean the rest of the world can't.
Yeah.
Or can. I mean. So
we've had fights at parties probably just with our eyes.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks we're the greatest couple ever, and we're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you when we get in the car.
Yep. Mm-hmm. As soon as we're not around these people, I'm gonna say a lot of curse words. They're not gonna be nice.
I think that's the common misconception in the lifestyle is that you guys have a perfect lifestyle experience. I think that our lifestyle experience is better than most, but we experience challenges like everybody else. Oh, yeah, definitely. We have our moments, and for us, like, most people are too afraid to, and I'm not going to say argue, but have the conversation. A conversation is an exchange of ideas. And what happens is couples will go to a party, someone will do something that makes them uncomfortable. They feel like, I'm not supposed to say anything about this. They hold it in, and then 2 days later, they have an argument about a bag of fucking chips. No, that's not what you're mad about. You're mad about this thing that you just didn't discuss when you should have. Yeah. Even if it's a moment of jealousy, insecurity, whatever it is.
Just
and we've had all that stuff, and so now we're to the point where if we have a moment, that's not dragging out for a week. We're going to get home. We're going to talk about it. And that's it. And
because Mr. Mocha is very direct, and I'm a natural redhead.
But hey, I'm not afraid to say if I had an insecure moment, which being jealous is not in my nature, so that's not something that I deal with a lot.
Same here. Yep.
With her, she's on a scale of 1 to 10, her jealousy is a 2.
I thought you were going to give me like a 0.5 thing.
But here's the thing, because her level of jealousy is so low, she will beat herself up for being jealous. Because she feels like, it's stupid for me to be jealous because he's not jealous.
It's like some weak ass bitch shit to be jealous. For real. Like,
and then a week later,
super bluntly, I feel like that's some weak shit, man.
Yeah.
Look at all this shit that he does for you, like how long we've been together, all the shit that we've been through, da da da. Like, why would you even have like a small moment?
Yeah.
Yep. Then a week later, she's ready to drop kick me because I forgot to close the kitchen cabinet. I'm like, that's not what you're mad about. So we've just got to that place where it's like, no. I would much rather you just tell me this bothered me. And even if in my mind it doesn't make sense, I want you to tell me and get it out of there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the misconception that people have is, you guys never have those issues. The fuck we don't. We have those issues, but we attack those issues head on. And your jealousy, your insecurities, your frustrations, your miscommunications, your misunderstandings, those things should never be swept under the rug. Let's just attack it.
Even I'm not trying to cut you off, but even like the times that we can't completely agree on an answer to whatever the problem is, we just leave it alone. Neither one of us walk away from it upset. We're just like, we have to, but we'll debate so much because I'm super stubborn and Mr. Mocha's also a little stubborn, but we'll debate back and forth so hard that I'm like, we're just going to have to agree to disagree on it because you can't convince me what you said is right, and vice versa.
I think we're we've been in the lifestyle a little over 4 years. We definitely had our challenges and growing pains. I think we're getting to that point where we don't hold stuff in and just try and tackle it. It as when an opportunity presents itself, and not just hold it in. So, we've been to therapy, marriage counseling, and stuff. So, you definitely go through your ups and downs.
Yeah,
and I used to hold a lot of stuff in because everybody's profile says no drama, no drama. So I would think like, oh, if I got upset with that or if I didn't like that, then I'm drama, and I don't want couples to think I'm drama. And then we in talking it out, we were like, okay, so having a problem and talking about it isn't drama. Throwing a glass at you across a party, that is drama. So
that might be considered
or going
drama.
off on each other during the party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Let me tell everybody out there why you should not do that. We have seen so many couples do that because then if that's the only time that you've ever met that couple, that's all they're going to remember. They don't give a fuck if you're good people, if you were drunk, if you were having a bad night. They don't care.
Yeah.
Because that is their first impression of you.
How many bad nights do you have?
Right.
Yeah.
And you automatically are labeled as a dramatic couple, or like somebody's going to tell their friend, because lifestyle community is big, but it is also very small.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, yeah. Like... Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't realize is like how big it is, but
everybody
once
knows
you're
everybody,
in it, it's small.
6 degrees of separation.
And everybody, and even if you don't know somebody, you know somebody who knows somebody. So like, hey, what do you think about this couple? Yeah, they're batshit crazy. Like,
and see, like, we don't ever give a review on any couples. We always, because you may like something we don't like.
Exactly.
We don't give a negative review on couples.
We'll just say, maybe you should try that out, or you should try it out.
Yeah.
If it's a good review, we'll usually say, oh yeah, it was a good experience. But if it's something maybe that we weren't sure about if we were going to do again, we will say, well, you should try it out.
Because it may have not worked for us, but it might work for you.
They may have had an off night that night, and you never know what happens.
Yeah, and we've given couples more than one chance. So because just in case, it was.
We've done that too.
Yeah,
we've definitely done that too. It's happened.
So how long have you guys been in the lifestyle?
None of your business.
This is their show.
Oh my God!
No, he's trying.
I'm so sorry, Corey. We're
not telling anymore.
We're having an argument as soon as this is over.
Can you do it naked?
Almost 12 years.
Yes.
Wow, 12 years.
Mr. Mocha has been in almost 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
He brought me over to the dark side.
Yeah, for me getting into lifestyle,
and not the chocolate side, like just the swinger side.
Oh, she likes the chocolate too.
I do like the chocolate.
Look, she over there eyeing Corey like beef. She likes the chocolate. No, anyways, yeah. So I was in lifestyle first.
Husband like that.
Yeah, right.
Why I'm staring at yours like that?
She took advantage of me last night too.
Your dick was being shoved in my face. It really wasn't me taking advantage as much as grabbing it and going for it.
She was like, "It's here. I might as well do this."
Yeah. But you know what? I just one of the guys that I'm good friends with. I heard him in the hallway saying, "I'm so proud of her."
Yeah.
Because I don't usually
She's usually a one dick at a time type woman.
And then I realized, I really don't want to be that sometimes, but I always, I guess I worry about what, people think about me. And then I realize, I'm a swinger. Why do I give a shit at a party if people are like, oh my God, look at her taking those.
She stopped midstream last night.
It was the shots and the shower talk.
She stopped mid-fuck last night. She's getting fucked from behind. She's got a dick in each hand. And she was like, hey, I've never had 3 dicks before. And I was like, you're doing a real good job. And Q was like, Really? He was like, so, of course, we're cracking jokes, and he was like, oh, what did he say? This is my... I said, you seem like you might have done this before. He was like, yeah, this is my first time, or something like that. Just joking. And she seemed like she had been either practicing it or thinking about practicing it or been watching some footage on it.
Been watching some footage.
I've been watching some footage. I have been blacked threesomes. Like, yes.
Nice.
That's my favorite channel.
It is mine, too. Sadly, I found out it's our 15-year-olds, too. So
Nice.
It's our 15-year-olds, too.
Oh, damn. Well, shit.
Listen, we understand. We made the mistake of going through one of our kids' phones once. And let me phrase that. She went through the phone and she was like, oh my God, Daddy, you have no idea what's in the phone.
Why did I go through her phone?
And all I was like, look, I don't want to see what she got in there. I don't give a shit. I believe what you're telling me. Let's have a talk with her.
I went through your phone because you told me to go through her phone.
Yeah. I told her to go through the phone.
But I went through the phone.
Yeah, because I didn't want to see nothing.
Yeah, true.
So I figured, let her burn her eyes out. Because I had suspicions.
Because you can never get rid of those images.
Yeah, like when your kids start going to the bathroom and hanging out there a lot longer than normal.
Yeah.
I walked in the bedroom and I knew what was on the screen because I've watched it before. and there's two ladies. It was Blacked Raw, and there were two ladies outside of a club talking to a black guy. And at the bottom it says Blacked Raw. And and it was that point where like you just walk into your kids' room without knocking, and I walked in and I look. And he looked at me and I looked at him and he said, well, this is awkward. And I was like,
nice.
Turn that off, finish up, and get downstairs and empty the dishwasher after you wash your hands. And
I am dead that you said finish up. You said turn it off, finish up, wash your hands, and then come wash these fucking dishes.
Yeah.
And needless to say, I've always knocked after that. Like, we didn't talk. That whole day we didn't talk. I don't think we talked, and me and him are really close. I don't think we talked the whole next day. The day after, he was in the kitchen getting something to drink, and I was like, okay, listen, so this is awkward. Do we need to talk about this? And he goes, no, not if you don't think so. And I was like, so we can forget about it? And he goes, please. And I was like, all right, good to go.
But like, honestly, what are you really going to say? So what were you doing in your room watching that porno with your penis out?
Well, and
what do you say?
And when I told Corey about it, Corey was like, well, that'll teach you not to knock, won't it? And I'm like, that is not what I wanted in a response.
That'll teach you to knock.
Yeah, that'll teach you to knock.
I mean, again, like, what are you going to say? Really, what are you going to say? You knew what he was doing, so what are you going to say? What else is there to say? Don't do that.
Knock
He's going to fucking do it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. What do you say? He's going to do the same thing regardless. I mean, it's like...
He'll just get better at hiding it.
I got caught by my sister.
Oh, damn.
I never got caught.
Actually fucking.
Oh, well, that's different. I'd rather get caught fucking than beating it. Like, if I get caught fucking,
I think
okay.
she caught me beating it too, but
let's see. I never got caught beating it. That was pretty good there.
Getting caught beating it. Oh my goodness.
I got caught by my mom having sex, but it was in her house in my bedroom. So,
did she stop you?
So like,
did he stop?
She walked in and he was like on top of me and I'm whispering in his ear because I saw my mom open the door and telling him to stop. But I guess that was like not like a clear sign to stop.
Yeah.
So my mom just shut the door and I was like, you dumbass, my mom was just in here. He was like, oh, I just thought you were kidding about that.
No.
Then she comes back in like 5 seconds later. What are you guys doing? Well, the same thing we were 5 minutes ago.
My mom would have been in there throwing furniture.
I think it was more shock to her. That's why she came back.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't even imagine my mom ever catching me in her house.
Me
No.
My mom or dad.
Listen, especially not my dad. Like, I would have had me and her would have both had to jump out the window, and I'm going first.
I'm still scared to have sex in your mom's house.
I'm an adult now. I don't care no more. If my mom comes spend the night at my house, and she's in her room and I'm in my room, you better put in some earplug because I'm fucking. Okay, I don't care no more. I'm grown. I got kids. We got all these kids. You know we didn't get these kids by cuddling. Okay,
exactly.
And they know that they didn't get here by cuddling. So
yeah. So
yeah. Well, I told you that the one of the ones fell down the stairs naked.
Oh my God.
So we're up here, not down. We're up here visiting you guys for this party. So what made you guys start doing parties?
Corey just took over and started interviewing you.
No, that's good. That's good. Parties in general. Parties in the beginning, we started doing meet and greets, and that was just because she needed kind of an escape. Yeah. She needed an outlet. I was always out working, and she wanted an outlet.
And I was homeschooling at the time.
She was homeschooling. She was always around kids, and she couldn't really let loose. So we started doing meet and greets. But then we started doing parties because we went to house parties, and when we would go to parties, we want to go and get wild.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We also wanted a certain energy. Mm-hmm. And we noticed that a lot of parties were very cliquish. Mm-hmm. So we were friends with everybody from different groups, and we just didn't really have a clique. So when we started doing parties, we pretty much invited everyone, and everybody came. And because she's so social and we were so social, we were able to keep people, because it's the nature of human beings to go with the familiar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So people always get mad about people being in cliques. Mm-hmm. Most people are in cliques because they feel safe amongst people they know.
Yeah. They don't like to be out of their comfort zone.
It's not a rude thing. It's
you just got to find a way to become a part of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And social tornado. She would be the one to drag people to other groups. And so we really enjoyed having the big parties, her birthday parties, doing promotions for hotel parties. We enjoyed that. But we also, at one point, we had friends when we lived in Beaufort who we had a small group that we would do private parties with, and we would all play because we wanted to be able to have guaranteed sex. Mm-hmm. I'm working 80 hours a week at the time. She's got the kids all day. So when we left the house so many times to go to parties, house parties, trap. And
it was like a waste.
You come home.
It wasn't a waste of time. It was a good time, and it was a good meeting place. But it was,
you didn't get
when you're partying and getting drunk till 4 a.m. and no one's still playing. It's kind of like, damn, we could have stayed home and got fucked up and fucked each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
for free.
That's how we started. We decided to start these parties because her and Carrie, me and Steve were like, her and Carrie wanted a gangbang. They were always complaining.
Pause on it though. It was pandemic.
Yeah.
It was like the end.
It was kind of like the end
when they were starting to open everything back up.
Yeah, because it's not over yet, apparently. But anyways, so it's kind of the end of the first part of it. And I said, all right, well, we're going to invite some guys over for them to play with.
Yeah.
Guys came over. It worked out. So we said, all right, we're going to start doing parties for her, for the women, basically, where the women could come in. They had guaranteed, because most people don't let single guys come to parties. Mm-hmm. All right. So we said, all right, we're going to invite some couples and single black guys. Because a lot of people just, for some reason, are afraid to have single black guys here. So we just started doing that, and the party just kept growing and growing. We had a certain criteria for the couples that come. We have a certain criteria for the guys. Yeah. But that way we could all kind of get what we want. We can have a group of people who are on the same page as us, who don't feel offended by the word expectations, because everyone's like, well, if you have expectations to play, we're not coming to that party. Bye. No problem. This particular party is not the party for you. Yeah. We do other parties where there's no expectation, but if you're coming to one of these parties without the expectation of playing, then this isn't the party for you. If you get here and can't play, I mean, you're all for something happens or you're not feeling well and you can't play, that's one thing, but you showed up with the expectation of playing.
Yeah.
And then also the concept of Mrs. Mocha having a group of ladies around her who who was as wild as her or had the desire to be as wild as her and as free as her, because for years it was always this judgment where there would be ladies who were her friends, but they would judge her for being so wild and free while wanting to be as wild and free as her. And I just said, why keep subjecting ourselves to those type of parties in a small environment? So if we're going to create an environment, it has to be ladies who want to be able to be themselves.
Yeah. But also, I mean, let's be honest here. The couples parties weren't as easy for us to find a 4-way connection as it was to do. I mean, let's see what it is. It is hot there. Wife, like more interracial stuff. So it's hard to find a 4-way connection, and it ends up being a 99.9% of the time somebody taking one for the team.
Now, do you think that's because, and we have the same dynamic, so us being interracial couples, you think it's because of that, or you think it's because of something else? Because I think the reason why we have challenges in finding 4-way connections with other couples is because we're an interracial couple.
I want to say, I'll say sometimes. Yeah. Yes, for sure. Because we've had people that, we live in the South. Okay. Everyone knows this. We live in the South. There are still racist people here. But we've had some very honest people, and I liked it. Mr. Mocha liked it. He actually said, no, we don't do the whole interracial thing. Yeah. But at least he was honest and he didn't waste time. Yeah. Sometimes I think it is an issue because they're like thinking about, Mr. Mocha's not fucking my wife. There's no way. Or vice versa, I'm too wild. They're like, oh no, there's no way. Or
now I think for at least for me, it's a that couple is putting off that type of vibe, and that's the energy I'm receiving from them, is that they might be interested in Brenda, but they're not interested in me.
I mean, I think it's
or vice versa.
Or vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. I think that I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I think that the challenge that we will run into is a combination of things where it's literally just that 4-way thing. It's how often do you find a couple that you're both attracted to?
Yeah, that too.
Like for me, that's kind of the first one. It's very rare that we find a couple that we're both attracted to physically. Yeah. And if I have to go back through my mind and look at how many couples we're both physically attracted to, it's not a lot, because even with the interracial thing, there are a whole lot more couples that you wouldn't fuck with my dick and her pushing that would be happy to play with you guys. And you're in our preference, the interracial has nothing to do with it, but we don't usually factor the amount of couples that want to play with us into that ratio. So if we were to factor the amount of couples who are willing to play with us, they're way more willing to play with us than aren't. But now take that number and figure out what percentage of those couples you're actually willing to play with. Yeah. And so I think that's the one thing that I factored in, and I think that it a lot of time just comes down to how many hot couples, and that's the challenge. And then,
but I think
attractive couples have that same issue, because when you're an attractive couple, you have more options.
Yeah.
I mean, and so that to me, I think that was a challenge, but I do think that plays a factor, because I can't tell you how many times I've had a wife say privately, "Oh, we'd love to play with you, but my husband wouldn't be comfortable with me playing with you." But when she's with him, he's like, "Oh, we love to play with you, but my wife, we some kind of excuse, but we know what it really is."
Exactly.
And I don't take that personal, because if it's a sexual preference, because for you to be, if you're upset because somebody won't play with you because of the color of your skin, then that means you better not complain if a woman who's extremely unattractive wants to play with you, because it's a physical thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Do you guys find that when you're so for us, it's harder to find people online, more so in the beginning. So like on STC and stuff, it's harder to connect with people online or get people to even respond. But we've had plenty when we go out where they meet us and they're like, oh my God, we saw your profile and da-da-da. I'm thinking, well, we messaged you a few times and you didn't respond, so that's fine. No big deal. We're still friendly to them, but it's almost like, and I won't say there's a percentage and that it's a lot of the times or a small amount of time, but I think there is kind of, at some point in time, there may be a stereotype that someone stereotypes me or stereotypes him, because we've had several people say like, wow, what did somebody say to you?
What do you mean, like
you're so articulate.
Yeah, we've got that.
Oh, I know you got that one.
And you're like,
oh, you speak so well.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I went to school too.
Right. What do you want me to say?
What that guy say, Brenda? He's not he doesn't act like a black guy.
Yeah. That's my you don't act like most black guys.
I was talking to a husband, and he was like, we really like you guys. We have a great time with you, and like, Corey doesn't act like he was raised black. And I was like,
but what the fuck does that mean?
At that point, my pussy got so dry.
Everyone knows in the South here, or in general, don't fucking say that shit, man.
No, everyone don't know not to say that. I've heard that so many times.
Don't say it.
You're not like other black guys. Well, how many do you know?
Or no, what about the lady when so Corey was introduced to this one lady, and I was off somewhere else, and so later on when I came around, Corey was off somewhere else, and the person introduced me to this lady also, and he was like, "This is Brenda, Corey's wife," and she was like, "Oh, your husband's very attractive," and I was like, "Thank you," and she goes, "How long have you guys been married?" And I think at that time it was like 11 years or something like that, and I was like, 11 years, and she's like, "Oh, so you guys are married."
Granddad.
I'm like,
what does that mean? That we're just gonna shack up for the rest of our lives together?
Because apparently
interracial couples don't get married.
I was like, well, I don't know what year.
Black men don't commit.
I don't know what year the extra married got added on, but yeah, we're married.
Yeah, that is.
Next year at 15, we're married.
It's better just to say you're not interested, honestly.
But you're right about the stereotype, man. That is, I think that is funny. The whole
either I'm like a hood white girl or he's like a hood black dude.
Or we have people who won't play with her because they assume that my dick's not big enough because you fuck black dudes, and it's like
people tell me like couldn't go behind him, or
follow that.
I know you want a really big dick. Well, did you ask me?
No, I just want it hard.
I want good dick. That's it. I like dicks. Good dick is better.
Speaking of,
it could be a white dick. It could be a green dick. Well, green probably not.
No, green.
Whatever.
I'm not sure about that.
Not unless it's plastic.
Right.
Yeah.
In listening to your
condoms.
in listening to your podcast, you mentioned something that was very interesting. Do we got enough time?
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
You said something about you're not bi, and that in the beginning, like a lot of women like think they have to be bi, and that exactly, like there was one day I was listening to you, and I'm literally having a conversation with you on the podcast, like, yes, that is the same fucking thing I thought, and then you would answer me, and then like we had a great conversation one day.
Was it good for you?
It was good for me.
That's awesome. But yeah, in the beginning, I did think that was like something that I had to do.
That was part of the package.
Part of it is too that Mr. Mocha could play more. We could play more if I played with girls. So I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'll do it. It's not a big deal. It wasn't like on my top 10s, but I can do it. And he got to play. Well, I don't want to say him. We got to play a lot more with a lot more couples because
it was a stipulation.
I didn't realize that guys.
The girls got to warm each other up.
Like the husbands, like. We're so stimulated by watching that, which, I mean, it looks hot on porn. So I guess a live version of that would be good. It just wasn't my thing.
Unless your wife is me and I'm like,
Oh no!
Am I doing it right?
Looking at it like it's a sour candy.
Nope, not me.
How? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, not me.
And you know something? I liked. It's not that I don't like playing with like multiple women at once, but like I would get frustrated because like the husband's like, oh, let them play together for about 15 or 20 minutes, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Time set,
like, what am I supposed to do here?
Yeah.
Like, that's not like I've had way too much sex in my life to get overexcited by some vanilla shit. That's like chicks, oh, they're making out. Fuck, and maybe it's just me, but I'm not turned on by watching two women. Exactly. If I'm in the melee, but you want me to sit in the corner while you make out and I can't touch? Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap. Okay, that's what.
Wake me up when you're ready.
How many times in the beginning where like we'd have friends come over who were into that, and I'd be like, I'm gonna run upstairs for a few minutes. Just let me know.
So fucking pissed at him.
Look, I'll be upstairs sitting on the sofa, acting like
looking,
watching the game.
Yeah, because I get annoyed. Like that's some like we're just gonna watch them
or
make out.
Or we've had people tell us too, like.
We can all get involved.
What was the guy walked up to Mr. Mocha and he actually said, well, I can play with your wife and my wife can play with your wife, but you can't play with any of us. Oh.
Wow.
What?
And so it was like we had just met.
Yeah.
And we were kind of talking. He was like, oh, yeah, hey, how about this? We love to play with you guys. Okay, you got rules? Okay, yeah, the rules are like our wives can play. And I can play with my wife and your wife, but you can't touch. And I'm like,
what do I get out of that?
Do I look like the kind of guy that just watches? And not to be rude or disrespectful, but this guy was not like had he been an attractive dude or something, like, if he was like Adonis and his, even then I would have probably laughed in his face, but I'm insulted, like. I look like a watcher? Yeah, okay. We're done here.
The correct term, sir, is voyeur.
Voyeur. But what about, there was another, there's a couple people who are like that. Mm-hmm. Where it's like.
Like basically they're like pissing on my leg. Like walking up to me and I'm just having a good time because I am overly friendly sometimes, I think.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. What does that mean?
I like that. Oh yeah, I know.
She was very friendly at the desk at Mocha.
Oh, I was friendly too.
Oh, that was different.
Brenda came in those fucking pants. She didn't have the pants. She had like the whole, like the pants she had on last night, but it was a whole outfit like that.
Oh, I saw the outfit.
Then I see her and I'm like, then I see Corey and I was like, I didn't know who the fuck they were.
No.
I'm just here to check people in.
She was like, there's this couple. Okay. And I saw you get off the elevator.
And then we figured out
I was
going to
tell you about it. She's like, so this couple is this lady. She's got this pink bodysuit, whatever she said.
I was like, you're going to love
her. And
just
the
like
dude, I just hope he got a big dick. So when she says, I just hope he has a big dick, that means that he's attractive. He's got the personality. But now, statistically speaking, he's got 3 inches. So that's why, fast forward to the night when you bent her over in that room, I was so entertained. I'm like, that's what you get.
And on the next episode of Big Dick Energies.
Tell them how we met, babe.
Oh, okay. So
speaking of Big Dick Energy.
Let's hear about how you met.
So he walked by. We went to night school, and he walked by my classroom a couple times, and like he was hot, and I was like, "How the fuck am I gonna get this guy's attention?" So we were outside like on a break or something, and like one of my girlfriends, he was walking to his car, and of course, like he looked like he knew he was the shit. So he's walking to his car, and he does this little like side move with his hip. And my friend was like, oh yeah, you got to get with that. And I was like, why? What are you talking about? And she's like, see that side move? His dick was just stuck to his leg. So he had to like do a little move to get it unstuck. He's got a big dick. You need to get with him.
Wow.
Okay.
And that was your motivation.
Yeah,
but then she made me wait 90 days.
Because
90 days.
3
months, dude. 3 months.
She had a rule.
I
rule for herself.
I wanted to, because I had just got out of a bad relationship, and I wanted him, but I wanted him forever. So I wanted to like make sure he was okay, like he was good, and so I mean, listen, it's not like he wasn't having sex those 90 days. He just wasn't having it with me. Okay?
That makes sense.
But yeah, I made him wait. And then once I did get the dick, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, God damn, I could have been having this for the last 90 days? Shit, talk about fucking up. Yeah.
You didn't know what you were missing.
I could have been having this for the last night,
Yeah. I had these, the first time he noticed me, I think he noticed me. I had these tight, like, because I had to come right from work, so I had these like business casual kind of black pants on with these pink pinstripes through them, and they like hugged my ass just so, right? And he was in the library, and I must have walked by that fucking window like 5 times until he...
You were advertising?
Until he finally came out.
Damn, Corey. Man, I was just throwing something out the window. Hey, what's up? My name's Brenda with the big butt.
I still have those pants. I wear them when I'm in really bad trouble.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Yeah, that's really good. She's got a couple outfits that I like, but I have to like. I used to like not tell her how much I like certain things because I didn't want her to try to use them against me. You know.
Yeah, I do that
because like I get turned on by her when she's really like least trying, which is weird. Like when she's not trying to get my attention. And she just does some random thing, that'll make my dick hard. But like if she's trying to get my attention, I'm like, woman, I know you exist. I'm married to you. I do want it.
Sometimes I am a little more needy than others.
Oh my God. I know.
You don't have a vagina. You have a penis. So you don't have hormones raging through your body, and sometimes I just need a cuddle with a dick in my vagina.
We got him, and I don't know this twist of life where, you know, as women age, they get these hormones where they want it all the time, and as men
all the time,
it's the reverse. It's like we want it all the time when we're young, and then now it's like, you know, at my age, I'm 45. It's like, okay, you know, if we do it, we do it. Not.
I'm like, are we going to have sex tonight? And he's like, we just had sex last night. Okay. And tonight is tonight.
It's been one whole day.
Oh, yeah. And that's definitely her attitude to sex. It's been like, that's not it. When she says that, it's not a joke. It's like, it's been one whole day. I know. Like, she's dead serious. It's not.
If I don't get it, then I'm legit like emotional and bitchy. And the world is like ending.
Brenda
because
too.
By day 3, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be dick angry by tonight.
I just need sometimes so I can get horny, like super horny.
But I don't have that kind of time.
It's just a couple of days.
Exactly.
Was that reset her freak meter? What was that thing we said? Reset your freak meter.
Reset her freak. Listen, all you're doing is making me an angry bitch. There's no resetting shit.
Yeah.
The more dick I get, the more reset I feel.
And
like my brain is very clear. I can go to work. I'm feeling like a fucking CEO of the company.
Yeah.
If I'm getting dick. But if I'm not, I'm crying, I'm whining, I'm pissing with everybody at work.
Yep. And when Brenda's like that, I'm like, okay, she needs some dick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and immediately I'm happy afterwards.
So
like,
why let us get that far?
I know.
Why even let it get that far?
So here's the thing with Mrs. Mocha. This is her thing.
The dick hard.
It doesn't matter why she's not getting a dick. Look, I could have broke both legs.
Mm-hmm. He is correct.
I could have lost an eyeball and been in the hospital.
As long as you still got that dick.
Wait, no, here's the thing. There's no excuse for me not wanting to. It's been 5 days, but I broke my legs. I don't give a shit. Now, if she like, I don't feel well, I'm tired, had a long day, my back hurt, do you mind if I just go to sleep? I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I've always been like that. Even, I mean, I've always been like that. But she's like, that's the only thing I can complain about when it, like, honestly, with my wife, yeah, she's a little rapey. She is a little rapey. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and then, like, you ever seen what was that Shrek with Puss in Boots when the cat get the eyes? Mm-hmm. When it's like trying to get something, like she'll hit me with those, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Okay, so
I was gonna give you some dick anyways, but don't try to guilt me into the dick.
So, Mr. Mocha had a surgery, and I was pretty horny before the surgery. Mm-hmm. It was like 3 days after the surgery. Mm-hmm. He was absolutely not supposed to be fucking at all. And we decided to have some drinks, which was even a worse idea. No. You wanted some drinks too. You had drinks also. That's why you let me do it.
No, she wanted to have some drinks. And so I agreed to the drinks.
He was off work.
Okay, keep going. What's your story there?
So he had hernia surgery.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I think it was actually 48 hours after the surgery.
It was very soon. I still had the big hematoma there.
You still had the
big lump.
thing on. You still had the gauze on.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so anyway, so we start drinking, which was not a good idea because I'm like a ravenous wolf for penis when I'm drinking. Mm-hmm. So that like made it even worse. And I remember we fucked very hard, even though I was trying to watch out for his stomach.
Let me explain.
I did
fucking very hard.
I did it all.
I put her into the doggy style position and told her to back into it so that I didn't have to use my humper motion.
Yeah.
The old humper's a little injured right now. And she's like slamming into it. Now, if I was fully functional, she wouldn't dare do that. She'll slam into it, but not with that level of aggression. So she's okay. My belly button is where the surgery was. My dick is just right below that, and she's like backing into it hard, and she's like pushing off the wall and fucking going crazy. And it felt good.
It was fine.
It felt good. I'm not gonna lie.
So then the next day we wake up.
Oh, I felt like somebody stabbed me in the stomach.
And I immediately turned over. I was like, I am so sorry.
No, she wasn't.
Are you okay? Like, I literally was like, are you sure? Are you okay? He was like, that wasn't the move. That was not a good move.
That wasn't
like,
a good
all
move.
day, he's like walking around. I was like, we should probably
That wasn't a good move. Like I said, she doesn't care. And she had her hysterectomy.
We didn't have a choice. And I didn't care then either. I was still trying to fuck you. That's why you broke my stitches. And
No. Let's go. Whoa.
up.
I did not break your stitches.
Yes, you did. It was your penis.
You broke it.
Own that.
So everyone knows the story. I said, are you sure you want to do this? And she said, just put the tip in. And it's the first time in my life that I was only going to put the tip in. So she's laying on her back. I literally put the tip in, and I just balanced myself on my hands. And like she's thrusting up all hard. Like I'm like you're not supposed to be doing this.
6 weeks, and it felt so good.
It's more than the tip.
Yeah, exactly. But I did not move the whole time. Like she's like thrusting up like a mad woman, and she broke a stitch.
The stitches.
Yeah. No, you only broke 2. Mm-mm. It was only 2. Mm-mm. Because they had to put that silver nitrate stuff in there to mend it back together. It was 2 stitches.
You don't know. You weren't there. You went out of town.
You told me it was 2 stitches.
Me and Brenda had sex before she was supposed to.
Yeah, because I was.
Were you fine?
I was. I mean, I was sore. So like it was one of those things with the Puss in Boots eyes. Like we were at Secrets and we were having fun and we were drinking and I had been like, listen, there's no point. Kind of like you said on yours podcast, there's no point in both of us not being able to have sex for 6 weeks. Like you can do your thing and yeah, we're good. But like week 5 came around and we were at Secrets and I had quite a bit to drink and I was like, we need to go fuck. And he was like, no, we can't. And he is
trying to be the responsible adult.
He is never a rule follower, like never. But these 6 weeks, all of a sudden he wants to fucking be a rule follower. And so we're at Secrets.
I'm not a rule follower either.
And he's like, I'm like, we need to go have sex now. And he's like, no, we can't have sex till next week. And I'm like, but please, I really need to have sex.
Oh yeah, the exact same way. I'd be having a fucking meltdown.
Have sex? And so yeah, we had sex that night, and it was it. I don't think we went
into the playrooms and we had just told a couple that you can't play.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And then they see us in the play.
Oh, well.
Oops. I mean, technically we couldn't, but But then
you had to test her out first. That was the excuse.
The following week, we went and got a hotel room for us because I knew we were going to be loud, and we have so many fucking kids living in our house. So we went and got a hotel room, and that night 6, I wore his ass out to where he had to like tap out and go to bed, and I was like, oh, so we're done? Oh, okay, we're done. Yeah.
I don't mind saying yes when she says that. Oh, you done? Yeah, I'm done.
After I healed from like the stitch breakage, I had a gangbang at Trap with 5 or 6 guys.
Oh, nice.
Because he knew I was gonna be crazy. Especially if we were going to Trap. I was fucking everything.
No, I was lining them up like,
yeah. So he just took them all in a room.
Now, have you guys been to Trap in Fort Lauderdale? No.
No.
I always want to know what the comparison is between the two. We've been to the one in Fort Lauderdale, but not the one here.
Is there a Diamond Club in the one in Fort Lauderdale?
What is a Diamond Club?
Well, that's
like a VIB section, so you know that you don't have that.
Yeah, no.
I heard it was that you guys, the Fort Lauderdale one's a little smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
The food's good.
The food's good delicious there. Yeah, here too.
We were there one time, and we were in the back room playing, and in my head I was like, I can't wait till French toast.
Yes.
Mine was always the grits, man. The guy that makes the grits here. I didn't eat grits until I met Mr. Mocha.
I still don't eat grits.
Listen.
No bird food for me.
That's so tasty. It is delicious. It's like loaded in butter and cheese.
I will fuck a grit up. Yeah. And I know I'm from up north, but I will still fuck some. I love grits.
You make good grits.
Yeah, I do like grits. And at Trap, there's nothing like going in, sitting down, having a little bit of food, getting drunk, fucking,
getting some more food.
and then having breakfast.
Yeah.
Because we used to always close the place down like that.
Oh, yeah. We fucked until the lights came on.
Like the first time we went, I was like, damn, $180. Like, what the fuck did we buy? And we would go on there, I was like, oh, okay. Okay, we get some food, we get lunch, we get dinner and breakfast.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I did explain to people, I was like, if you think about it, it's cheaper than going to meet a couple out at a bar.
Yeah, totally.
And going to get dinner and drinks and then a hotel. You're still spending less money. Yeah, exactly. You're still spending less money going to Trap.
We've been in the playrooms, and I'll get up and leave, and Corey's like, where are you going? And I'm like, to get in line for breakfast.
Omelet time.
No, the French toast.
I don't think we have French toast here.
Our French toast is delicious.
No, we just have like grits.
You love that salmon.
The salmon is the best. So like the CEO of the company that I work for takes people out, or before COVID, took people out to lunch so he could get to know him. And when it was my turn to go out with him, he was like, I ordered the salmon, and he was like, so where's the best salmon you've ever had? And I started to say trapeze, but I was like, Outback.
Nice. Try Outback.
You should try this place called Trapeze. It's great.
Like, I'm going to have to check out this trapeze place.
Oh my God. That would be awesome.
So before we finish, I wanted to say, walking around Mocha, because when I went to Mocha this year, I'm kind of like an introvert in the lifestyle, and I'm an extrovert outside the lifestyle. But inside lifestyle, I'm really introverted. And walking around Mocha, I was really trying to break out of my shell and just experience and not worry really what people think about me or anything like that. And I saw you walking around, and I was like, God, someday I hope to have the confidence that woman has. And then it turned out to be you, and I'm like, holy fuck, she is the coolest. So
you gonna tell people how you ignored me?
I didn't.
She was nervous.
Listen, I knew you had a line, and I did not want to get in the line because I didn't want to be in the back of it.
Right. She was just. She knew
I'm pretty sure you were in the back of the line.
Maybe the middle, but not the
back. Hey, let me tell you something. She got off the elevator with that pink jumpsuit thing on, and I was scrambling to find her, and she was like, we pretty much met at the same time talking about because I didn't see Corey. I only saw her, and I was like, I don't know who she is or where she went, but how can I not find the fucking fluorescent pink bodysuit thing.
I literally was like, Daddy, this chick just walked in with a fat ass. Just like that. And he was like, I already saw her. So
she didn't even have to describe the color, but once
all I said was that.
I was like, look, I already know.
He didn't care about your dick, Corey. Sorry, I don't want to.
That's not.
I just said.
It's not what I'm focused on.
And I can't say that her husband is not bad looking. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I may or may want to have sex with them. So,
I definitely. I think that it would be fun. Like, I think it's easy to open up in the lifestyle when you're around the right people.
Yeah.
I've always said this. I think most people lifestyle wrong because they meet couples who teach them their bad habits and their ways of thinking. You get into lifestyle, you have this idea of what it can be, and very few people ever actually achieve that. Because they've let other people direct their lifestyle journey instead of saying, hey, your lifestyle journey is supposed to be, you're trying to get it to that thing that was in your head when you were like, oh shit, this is so scary. We're going to walk in. There's going to be people fucking everywhere. But you still went. You still went. You were expecting that. But you get there and there's people on the wall and people are like, it's like, this is like your first experience. This is bullshit. Like I was excited and nervous for nothing.
Yeah.
So being around the right group of people, I think that's what gets you there. And that's why, even last night, think about last night, the energy we had with just a small group of people who were here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most people will never experience that energy.
But I told her even in the beginning, though, I didn't really give a lot of fucks.
No.
Because Mr. Mocha told me, like, about the lifestyle before we got into, like, doing stuff. But it was more of, like, a Cliff's Notes. He didn't send me to the wolves, though.
Yeah.
He, like, kind of let me be my own person as far as, like, just do whatever you want to do. And so from the beginning of time, I really kind of not care. I never care what people think about me. I get my feelings, but nobody would ever know it. I'm still, like, a human, you know?
Yeah.
So I do. But when I'm out and about, like, we've always said, if lifestyle becomes stressful, we're not going to do it. So for me, like, going out and making the experience what I want it to be is the goal every single time. I want it to be this fucking experience. I want to be slayed by a whole bunch of big dicks, you know, every once in a while. Not all the time, but you know, whatever your dynamic is, if you like a bunch of girls, then you know you want to go have a bi party, you know, whatever the case may be. But you make the experience, not somebody else. Somebody else can't tell you how you want your experience to be.
Right.
So
I had to ask Corey.
Yep.
So
how big is your penis?
I'm definitely not going to ask you that question.
That's average.
Yeah, mine too. So, in the whole and like for you, like in the area that you're in, it seems like. Do you have is it hard for you to find women to play with?
No.
Well, let him finish the question.
No, that's it. That's fine. It doesn't matter because for me here, it's very hard to find women to play with.
Oh no,
it's very challenging. So,
Central Florida is like
the Mecca.
It's like the capital of swinger universe in the United States.
But you guys play separate, right?
Yeah, we play separate.
Yeah, we play separate. And then probably even within the last 6 months before that, like I was letting people kind of guide me along my journey based on what their journey was. So I was focusing on the full swap so much that I was creating problems for us because I was like, you know, we have to do full swap. We have to do full swap. And then the full swap wouldn't work out. And then I'd get pissed. And of course it would be his fault. And so we would have an argument.
Damn, Corey.
And I would say even probably within the last 6 months, I've started to kind of change my way of thinking, to where, like, if the full swap happens, great. But you do your thing and I do my thing, and then we get back together and we do something together and we share. And so, yeah, we started playing separately more and mysteriously have stopped having so many arguments.
So do you have a separate profile, or they just don't give a shit?
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, when I talk to women, I tell them I'm married. And
no, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, like, as far as because for our profile, like, people reaching out, it's like, even on my we tried the single guy profile. I would get maybe one hit a month.
Yeah,
and then half the time it was somebody who was either unattractive, or it would be somebody who just wants to ask you 10 fucking questions and then not respond back, or some dude.
What's crazy is like we don't have a separate profile. We actually don't get a lot of inquiries.
We're just hoes in Central Florida.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of inquiries on our profile. I mean, every now and then, you know, there'll be a couple that reaches out, but there's never a single woman or a hot wife couple that reaches out.
You have to go out, right?
Yeah, we have to go out and meet people, and we go out enough to where we know a ton of different people.
But then also we break out of our clique and we travel to where we meet other people, and then those other people introduce us to other people. Yeah. And so we're constantly trying to like network for.
Yeah, because I don't even it's rare when I'll get on SDC. And you know, I'll just get on there and like read the messages or something like that. But
and I actually have single guys blocked on SDC.
Yeah, I don't go out on any of the sites and like solicit to play with people. Like if I see you out, I'll talk to you. I'll meet you at a party or something like that. But yeah, I don't solicit because it's just not my thing. And I'd rather have face-to-face time with you.
Yeah, we've had way more success even with couples going out and meeting people.
Yeah,
versus trying to message people back and forth and taking forever for both of our schedules.
And he'll do that.
To get there.
He'll do that. He has the patience to like go back and forth, and I'm like, nope, I'm out. I've lost interest.
And I'm too direct for that. I fail because I'm not good at the whole
conversation.
In person, I love conversation, but on text message,
not good.
Like, I don't really.
Yeah, a lot of stuff gets lost in translation.
They're just very matter of fact. All of his messages are very matter of fact because he's either working or doing something, multitasking with something else. So he just sends like what his thought is at that moment. And of course, I'm like, I know what it means, but somebody else may say, "Oh, well, that kind of sounded like."
But I got, you know, like, I'm surprised up here in this area. Like, we've come to a couple parties previous to this, you know, coming to see you guys. And both parties were like, the energy was just so different. And it was like, I'm very surprised that this area with, you know, there's so many people in this area. Like,
maybe we were just in
gotta be something. You know, it's gotta be something that, you know, maybe we're giving off a bad vibe or something, because the two parties that we went to previously, like, I mean, the first one was okay.
No, it wasn't.
It was okay for me.
Exactly.
But the second one, I was just like, this one is this one's crazy. I was like, the energy was just way off. The people, they were looking at us like we were
sluts.
Freaks and sluts, and like they were judging us.
Yeah,
like,
it was definitely.
I thought that was.
It was like a vanilla party with and we showed up as hoes.
Yeah. I mean, there are some great couples in Atlanta. Like, we know so many people who are awesome, but there's also the combination of chemistry. There's we know lots of couples who are full swap and who will play, but also the level of comfort that we have and how quick we are to play. And for us, we're overwhelming to some people. You know, some people don't necessarily want to go to a sex party. A lot of people want to go to a
swingers party.
They want the social aspect of which is great because we enjoy those parties as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But we realize that we have to have both. We can't just go to those parties, and that was just ingrained into us when I'd be traveling 5-6 days a week. She's got the kids all day. We go out, and we get out and we want to play and have fun, and the couples are saying, oh, well, no, we don't play the first time we meet. We're not going to be able to get back out for another 3 months.
Yeah.
So for us, we got into the habit of like, we want to go out and we're very direct. Hey, do you guys play? Oh, well, we want to hang out a little bit more. Yep. You know, then people are like, oh, you guys are sport fuckers. Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Or we actually lost some friends, which was fine too. We still speak to them, but we're not close with some of them now because they weren't okay with the fact that we didn't want to flirt. We didn't want to go meet you for dinner 50 freaking times.
We got 6 fucking kids. At that time, we couldn't afford to go out and meet you for dinner. We got 6 kids and all of these schedules, and you explain that to people, and they just don't comprehend it.
And then they, like I said, they were like,
time is precious.
We need the flirting, we need this, we need that. And I was like, no problem. I mean, the literal conversation was no problem. Yeah, that's fine. We just that's not something we can do, so that's okay.
Yeah.
But it was weird because it was with 2 of the couples, it was kind of like a back flop. Like we played with them one time on the first date, and then after that they wanted to date, and I was like, okay. I mean, I just was confused. I thought maybe something else happened.
They liked you.
They wanted to date after.
They was like, they're pretty good. Let's make this a record.
Let's make them wait 90 days again.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I think we've definitely run into some couples that it's been. We're really good friends with them, and they think that we're a little aggressive or a little too much sometimes, and it's like, hey, this is what we thought we were here to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely have friends that we enjoy hanging out in the swinger world, and then we have, like last night when I was talking to hold on, let me think, Fun Size. I was telling you the story about we went to this like hotel party that we knew the whole group from last night was there. And so we walked in and everybody was we walked in a little late and everybody was on the beds, like still in their clothes, like hanging out. And we're like, why the fuck aren't y'all fucking yet? Because we're about to get naked and fuck. So yeah, we definitely have like our down to fuck friends and then like
like I said, up until like last year, we didn't really have any of that. I can't say we didn't have any of it. We didn't have the dynamic we have now.
We hadn't made the decision.
We didn't realize that we were both a kink. Is what I would say. He's a BBC. And we're white chicks that like BBCs. I mean, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
So it is a kink or like a fetish. It's not a typical like swinger thing. So if you go to a couple's parties, there's some guys confused, like, oh, will she really fuck a black guy or a white guy or whatever because she's with this big black dude, or they're intimidated by your husband because he's got a big dick or he's just a big dude or he looks intimidating or whatever the case may be. There are just so many different, but we are a kink.
Yeah.
I think, yes, we're interracial couples, but I think it definitely is a kink or a fetish.
I think that's why I flock kind of to interracial couples, because I feel I can like let loose and kind of be more comfortable, because it kind of takes that's one thing that is automatically checked off.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
And then I think that we also have lots of friends who, and you guys meet our friends tonight, who aren't uncomfortable in that situation. And so for us, being able to be around a group of people who aren't uncomfortable, and who fit right into it, that to us was also a big deal. Steve and Carrie, Megan and Tommy, we have lots of friends who can come in and hang out with us in any situation and be absolutely comfortable. And there's not this thing in their mind where they feel like, oh, well, we want to play with them, but we don't know if we can, or we don't know if it's the right thing to do. They just don't give a shit. They just come in and have fun.
Yeah.
All right, something, we're going to have to wrap it up because we still have a party to get prepared for tonight. And I think some of our other guests are upstairs right now.
It sounded like somebody walked in the door.
Yeah, somebody walked in upstairs.
Hopefully it's a guest and not an unwanted guest.
If they're not a guest, they'll be uncomfortable when I get upstairs.
Oh my God.
Corey and Brenda, it's been a pleasure having you guys on. And
you, brother.
The pleasure's going to be later.
You are correct about that. Hey, look, you already got pre-warmed up yesterday, and I think that Mrs. Mocha's planning on getting her revenge on Corey, so we'll see.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I gotta love her.
Round two. Yeah.
Well, we can't wait to actually get on Mixed Nuts with you guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
Did they invite us?
We just invited ourselves.
Always invited.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we invited ourselves on yours, so.
Oh,
Always invited.
perfect.
So until we see you on Mixed Nuts.
Goodbye from the Mochas.
Peace.
Peace.